And we're live! Welcome, one and all, to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings. Let me tell everyone on Discord that I'm live. This is episode 392 of Scotch and Smoke Rings. I am your friendly neighborhood Oxhorn, here as always with my suspenders set to maximum stun. We've got a great show for you today. I have had a very busy week. I don't know if you've noticed, but my content this week has gone from really in-depth and complicated to more simpler content. I've had a lot of mod content this week because I've been working on my Profile of Kate video, which I published this morning. And man, that was an exhausting video to make, but it was so worth it. I'm really pleased with how it turned out. But I'm really glad I have it done now, because I can delete all of the footage on my hard drive. It's been really awkward trying to make two videos simultaneously every single day, because I'm getting all of this content for half the day for my Kate video, and then I have to store that on the same hard drive that I'm collecting content for the real video that I'm going to publish the next day. So I've got gigs and gigs of content that I can now safely delete now that the video is published, which is going to make my life so much easier. Anyway, so for those of you who are new to Scotch and Smoke Rings, here's how this show works. For the first 30 or so minutes of the show, I just chat with you guys. That means we're not playing video games, it's just me and you, people on Discord, people on Twitch chat, and people on YouTube chat. And ask me your questions, we'll have a good old conversation. Then we transition to Fallout 4. And then for the next hour or so, we'll play Fallout 4. Today, I'm going to be playing Haley, my railroad/assassin character. She's still really young. She's only like level 8 or 9 or something like that. And she's really crunchy. And she's not a power armor build, and her perks are not in endurance or anything like that. It's pretty much one shot and she dies. So she's been an interesting character to play. But we're going to try and go kill some raiders today. We'll see if she survives. She's died a lot on camera during my previous live streams. Anyway, and then after that, the show ends. And then what I tend to do is have a post-show where I'll play Overwatch with those of you who want to join me. Typically that lasts for 30 minutes to 45 minutes or so. That used to be what we would do every week here on Scotch and Smoke Rings. But then the show took off, or my channel took off, and now I've got a lot of people wanting me to play Fallout during the show. So trying to appease two groups here. Anyway, hope you all are in the chat today. I will be monitoring the general channel of my Discord server if you'd like to ask me questions there. And of course, I am monitoring both the YouTube and the Twitch chats. But first, this would not be Scotch and Smoke Rings without both Scotch and Smoke Rings. So today we will be drinking some 12-year-old Old Pulteney, which is a very fine Scotch in my opinion. This has been a great bottle. It's lasted us weeks and weeks. But I'm getting towards, well, I got about a third of the bottle left. So probably 1 month. It'll last us a good month. I can never tell if there's a bug in my cup of ice or not. Because I'll see light refracted through the ice and it looks dark. And I'm like, oh, is that a bug? And then I'm like, no, I guess I'll take my chances. So maybe we're pouring a beautiful Scotch over a bug right now. And nothing floated to the top. All right, we're good. We're good. That's the bug test, courtesy of Oxhorn. You're learning something today. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 392. Not bad, not bad. So the reason I like Scotch on the rocks is because the act of ice melting in Scotch is actually what cools the Scotch down. That, incidentally, is why whiskey stones don't work. You can put whiskey stones in the freezer, and yeah, the stones do get cold, but they don't melt. And it's the melting process that actually makes the Scotch cold. So that's why whiskey stones just kind of barely chill a good Scotch. But another reason I like ice in my Scotch is because the melting water actually releases a lot of the floral notes That's right. I do sound like I know what I'm talking about here. The floral notes in the Scotch, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, we are smoking today a La Aurora y Leon Corojo. I have completely finished all of my Principes torpedo cigars, so this is what we've got today. If you've been watching the show, you know that this is one of my favorite cigars to smoke. It is an affordable price, and it is reliably quality. We used a guillotine to snip the tip, and we will be using my... Okay, look, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but every week when I publish this show to YouTube, inevitably someone who watched Hellboy is going to leave a comment and say, you know, Oxhorn, it's actually better if you light your cigar with wooden matches. It's the cedar wood imparts a flavor into the tobacco that is unmatched, etc., etc. And yes, I know, I realize that that is the conventional wisdom, but let me explain to you why I'm using a lighter. The reason using a lighter is bad to light a cigar is because typically people use fuel lighters like a Zippo lighter, and I have a Zippo lighter, and I really like it, but the problem is that the act of the fuel burning releases smoke and other odors that you then suck up into the cigar. It gets trapped between the leaves, and it imparts not the best flavor. But butane burns clean. So when you light a cigar with a butane torch, like that, then all you're doing is adding heat to the leaves. You're not actually putting a fuel into the actual cigar. And that's why it's okay to light a cigar with a torch instead of a cedar match. Can we put this one to rest, please? Just saying. I guarantee you, I'm going to publish this to YouTube, and somebody's going to say, Oxhorn, you should be using cedar matches. I guarantee it. It is a cold day here in Seattle, ladies and gentlemen. I stayed up late last night working on my my Kate video. It's till 6 in the morning. It was I had a rough night last night. The way I do is I'll get the script written. Well, first I'll organize my thoughts. That takes about a day. Then I write the script. That takes about a day, while I'm also making other videos. And then I sit down and I record the actual audio, which produces like an hour to an hour and a half long audio file. It takes about another day. And then I edit that audio down into the cohesive video. And that takes about another day, all while I'm making other videos. Then I figure all I need is one day to assemble the footage. I've already got the footage shot, I've got the script written, I've got the audio recorded, I've got the audio edited. Now I just have to piece it together, and I figure that's going to take me a day. But yesterday it did not take me a day. It was so complex putting that video together that it took me all day and then all morning. I didn't get it done. I didn't go to bed until 6 in the morning this morning. So I'm still recovering from that. I still have another video that I have to do after this show because I have to have a video done for tomorrow. But I'm still pleased with how the video turned out. I've been enjoying all of your comments on the Kate video. Many of you have been very thoughtful, and some of you have been very giving and honest with some of your own personal experiences. And that's one of the cool things I like about Fallout 4, is say what you want about them using tropes like the film noir detective and the feisty newspaper girl. Yes, those are all tropes, sure. Say what you want about that, but Bethesda with Fallout 4 has found a way to tell a story that touches people where they're at. Not in a creepy way. I'm not saying touch as in physically touch. You get what I'm saying. Like, it meets them where they're at so that they can come out and talk about their own personal experiences or how that reminded them of something and the lessons they learned from that. And that is the sign of good storytelling. And that is why I think video games have the potential to be good art. Just like films have the potential to be good art. I mean, yes, you have the Freddy Got Fingered movies of the world. You wouldn't necessarily call them art. And if you didn't grow up in the 90s, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But then you've got like the Shawshank Redemption. And that's art. I've got my heater blasting 90 degrees right by my leg here. My space heater. Because it's so cold here in Seattle right now. But that means that there's this wind bursting through my office, which is messing up my smoke rings. There we go. Mr. Cleanup Guy says, hey, Oxhorn, I just watched the Billy video, and I found a few things wrong with Billy being in that metal box. Yeah, Billy the kid in the fridge. I mean, what can you say? It was a fun quest, but it's interesting. Raises a lot of questions. Capital Dieg says, hey, Oxhorn, last week you've said something about the Zetans during the Great War. Could you clarify, please? Well, I'm basing this off of memory because it's been many years since I've played Fallout 3. And the DLC for Fallout 3, Mothership Zeta. But if I recall correctly, and you guys on YouTube can correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a point when you're on the mothership where you find holotapes and terminal entries that give you the distinct impression that the Zetans were the ones who confused the humans on Earth in an attempt to start the nuclear apocalypse, which would mean that they ultimately were responsible for the war. But that's a topic that I'm going to be exploring in another video. Haxton says, Oxhorn, will you be streaming early this morning? I need something to look forward to before classes. Well, I have published over 800 videos on my YouTube channel, so there's a lot of content to keep you busy if you really want. But no, I'm not going to be streaming this morning. I don't know what time that is for you, because I have to do a new video today. I'm still trying to decide what video topic I want to do. But I haven't finished it yet, so I'm going to be working on that all night. My night, your morning. Jose says, will you be doing more of your lived-in settlements, Oxhorn? Absolutely. I've already done every single settlement in the game, but now that I have more mods and that my settlement build process has matured, I'm going to be going back through all of them and revisiting them. I've already revisited Grey Garden, Hangman's Alley, Finch Farm, Ten Pines Bluff. There are some that I won't need to revisit, like Spectacle Island. I'm really happy with how that turned out. I won't need to revisit that. Shade Mary says, I've watched all of your Fallout videos. I have a problem. I like the kind of problem you have. I don't mind it when people have that kind of problem. Yeah, the names keep flying by before I can respond to them. But he said you should do a video on the upcoming Fallout. So what he's talking about, I don't know if you've heard about this, but there's a rumor going around that Obsidian will be working on Fallout New Vegas 2. Which would be a first, because it's... I mean, yes, there was Fallout 1, there was Fallout 2, Fallout 3, but all of those different Fallouts were set in different places, they had different characters, they were their own unique worlds, almost. But to have a Fallout New Vegas 2... What, is it going to be set in New Vegas again? The thing is, that is the rumor, and it is just a rumor. I watched a video on it, and we must take rumors like that with a grain of salt. Remember, for the longest time, there was a rumor that there was going to be a Fallout New Orleans. And the reason that that rumor existed was because somebody copyrighted the trademark Fallout New Orleans. And then registered a bunch of hats under it and stuff like that. But then, of course, Obsidian came out and said, no, we are not making Fallout New Orleans. Well, then some website, it was like Vice or The Verge or something like that, they said that they had an insider source who confirmed that Obsidian was working on Fallout New Vegas 2. And then, of course, everybody reported on that without actually even fact-checking. Who reports on rumors like that? Hey guys, we've got a great rumor for you. Oh, and here are all the reasons why it's unlikely. Why am I watching this then? So, yes, that is the rumor, but it's highly unlikely. First of all, I think the entire premise of a Fallout New Vegas 2 is absurd. I don't think they would ever do that, simply because there's already Fallout New Vegas. We've been to that world. It would be great if Obsidian was making on a new Fallout game, but I wouldn't want it to be New Vegas 2. I would want it to be like Fallout Seattle or Fallout Grand Canyon or something else besides New Vegas. I don't want to see the same game revisiting the same spot. That would be a bummer. Dank Spicy Boy. God. Some of your usernames, I just... Anyway, the Spicy Dank Boy, whatever his name is, he said, but they've been right about rumors in the past. That's true. I believe the website that leaked the rumor in the past leaked the sequel to Red Dead Redemption, and they were right about that. But they've also done a lot of predictions that have not come true as well. So we can't give them credit just for the ones who have come true. Because it's also it's not a smart bet. I mean, they're basically saying Obsidian is going to be producing a new Fallout game. Well, what's the likelihood that that's going to happen someday? Pretty high. The first Fallout New Vegas that they produced made $12 million or something like that. I don't know how many million. Maybe they sold 12 million units. I don't know how much money it made. I think it was 12 million units they actually shipped. And it was extremely highly reviewed. It's been one of the best received Fallout games. You know, it was a successful product. So what's the likelihood that they're no longer going to be making Fallout games? It's pretty low. They're probably going to make Fallout games in the future because the last one was such a success, which means it's a safe rumor to invent. It's safe to sit down and say, oh yeah, I heard that Obsidian's going to be making Fallout New Vegas 2. I heard it. It's likely a good guess, but that doesn't mean it's coming out soon, and it doesn't mean it's going to be called New Vegas 2. Brady says Fallout Oregon, full of old folks, stoners, and hippies. Sad thing is that's accurate. Fallout Africa, Fallout Hawaii. Bethesda might want to keep it in-house, though, says Adeptuous. Possibly, but they didn't with Fallout 3. What they did with Fallout 3 is they made Fallout 3, and then they shipped the engine and all the assets over to Obsidian, who produced a new game on it while they worked on the new engine for Fallout 4. They worked on this game for Fallout 4 for 7 years or so. It's a long time. So to tide people over, they released Fallout New Vegas on the same engine, on the Fallout 3 engine. So maybe they'll do that again. Maybe they'll give Obsidian access to the Fallout 4 game engine that they produced so that they have time to sit down and make a new engine for Fallout 5. Some of your questions I don't understand. Well, I just won't read it then. I'm sitting here trying to interpret it. Then there comes a point. Fallout Chicago? Well, there kind of already was a Fallout Chicago. There was Fallout Tactics, which takes place near Chicago. In Fallout Tactics, the Zeppelins crashed near what today is Chicago. All right, every comment is basically the same formula. Fallout, insert country or location here. Fallout Reno, Fallout Germany, Fallout Antarctica, Fallout Chernobyl. Tape Splicer says, so what do you think about the RoboBrain factory beneath the Robco Sales and Service Center for Automatron? That is content that I am going to be doing a video for soon. I am working on a script, coming up with ideas. That will be coming out in the near future. The Robco facility is, again, one of those places that's just creepy. Really twisted, really disturbed stuff. Which is great for a video, right? It's plenty of good content to talk about. But I want to make sure that I get all of the history right. Like, RoboBrains were not just in Fallout 4. RoboBrains were in Fallout 3 as well. So how could RoboBrains exist in Fallout 3 if the brains were taken out of prisoners from Fallout, from a Robco center in Boston, right? So I got to kind of connect all the dots. Once I do, I'll make sure that video comes out. Are you going to play any Fallout today? Yes, I will be playing some Fallout today. In a few minutes, we'll be switching over to Fallout. GamerNut says, what kind of cigar is that? This is a La Aurora y Leon Corojo. Torpedo-shaped cigar. Joshua says, should the Gunners have been a playable faction in Fallout 4? Great question. The Gunners intrigue me because there's certainly a lot more to their culture than the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders are loosely organized. They fight amongst between each other. Each Raider gang has its own boss and its own community. There's really no depth there. But with the Gunners, they have officers and they have ranks and they have contracts. People hire them to do things, as we learned with Hallucinogen. Somebody, I think it's the Institute, we don't know who, hired the Gunners to go to Hallucinogen and retrieve technology, right? So they're not only a Raider faction, kind of, but they're also a functioning business. They hire themselves out for projects to make money. They've got a hierarchy. And then we learn a lot about the Gunners from McCready. So it would have been interesting to, if Bethesda had elaborated a little bit more on their lore. We don't find a lot of lore about them. I mean, yes, they have history at Quincy, but it's just history of destruction. We don't know their motives, other than, hey, these guys have wealth, let's go take it. They're holed up at Gunner Plaza. When did they go to Gunner Plaza? How did they get there? You know, there are all these questions I would love answers to. And sadly, I don't know if all that exists in the game. Haxton says, Oxhorn, you're the only guy who can actually pull off a bowler hat. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. When I first started, so those who've been following me for a long time know that this is actually my second channel. My first channel, back in the day, was about World of Warcraft. I made Rafflemal, Hark Hear the Whales, Inventing Swear Words, Associate Perversely Evil, a bunch of machinima movies set in the World of Warcraft universe. And so that was my first YouTube experience and my first channel. And at the time, people started asking me what I looked like, and so I tried to incorporate myself into some of my videos. And I first started wearing a top hat. But I didn't think it looked right. There was something about the way my face was, the shape of my head, that didn't look good in a top hat. So that's why I switched to a bowler. I went from black to brown, and then I went from top hat to derby, and that seemed to finish it. And so ever since then, when I'm on camera, I wear a derby. I don't want to. The sad thing is that everybody thinks it's a fedora. People who don't know anything about hats, they've been online maybe 5 times in their life, and they heard that fedoras are for neckbeards, and so they see a unique hat they've never seen before, and they go, oh, yeah, a filthy neckbeard with a waifu and a fedora. And I'm like, go back to Tumblr, man. Did your top hat give you 10% movement speed? No, but this does complete my set bonus. The beard, the cigar, the suspenders, the hat. These things combined give me the powers you are accustomed to seeing. You look like a banker? I need a pinstripe suit, don't I, to look like a banker? I can't see your beard, Ox. Yes, that's because the light in here is pretty bad. Maybe I should do better at lighting. There. Is that better? That's going to drive me crazy after a while. Do you think the Enclave survived it all? Asks Darth Vader. No, I don't. I think it's pretty definitive in Fallout 3. They were wiped off the face of the earth. They were destroyed. Brotherhood of Steel took over the Adams Air Force Base. Enclave is done. We even meet a guy in Fallout 4 in Far Harbor. There's Richter, is that his name? Corporal Richter, something like that. I forget his name. But he's in the nucleus, in the Children of Adam headquarters. He is a former Enclave soldier. And he says the Enclave is gone, so that's why I'm here. The reason he's there with the Children of Adam is because the Enclave is no more. Now, I suppose that there could be some retcon or maybe something in the future where we find a small faction of Enclave, like the Remnants. The Remnants appeared in New Vegas, didn't they? The Remnants were remnants of the Enclave in New Vegas. Not really the Enclave, but remnants of the Enclave. So it is Zealot Richter, says Berger. That's right, Zealot Richter. So it is possible that we will see something in the future, but as a major world power, they're pretty much done. Cosmic Tachyon says, will you be reviewing the upcoming high-res pack for Fallout 4? I will. I kind of have to get my head in the game in preparation because it's a texture pack and I don't know exactly what they're going to be changing. What are they going to change? The only way for me to be able to do this right is to have a bunch of saves prepared so I can do a before and after. So I need to log into the game and go to places in the world where I think they'll do an upgrade. And then create a bunch of save spots at those locations and shoot a bunch of footage at those locations so that when I download and install the patch, all I have to do is log in, load the save, press record, and I've got a good before and after. But we'll see. I'm really interested about that, and I'm scared. Because I've already augmented my game so much with texture mods to improve the way it looks. it's kind of like the whole Skyrim Special Edition thing all over again. Yes, Skyrim Special Edition makes Skyrim look better. But compared to the way mods make it look, there are many people who said that Special Edition paled in comparison to the way mods can make Skyrim look. And I worry about that with Fallout 4. After everything is said and done, yes, there's a new high-resolution texture pack coming out in the next week or so for PC players. It's going to make Fallout 4 look better. But is it going to make it look better than it already does with the mods I have installed? That's the question. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to have to uninstall all my texture mods. Oh, it's going to be a nightmare. I'm not looking forward to it. The Blind Leader says the updated texture pack recommends a 1080 graphics card. I only have a 1060. Well, yeah, I've been okay with textures. The thing that bogs my system down is shadows. Shadows kill my machine. I've got ultra settings on everything. I've got 4K textures. Doesn't seem to make my machine budge at all. Still running a solid 80 FPS. But as soon as I enable shadows, or as soon as I add a mod that includes shadows, it wrecks my machine. I made the mistake of installing a Gunsmoke mod. I'm going to be reviewing it soon. But little did I know, and the author didn't say at the time, but it also added muzzle flashes, and all the muzzle flashes included shadows. So basically what happened is I would go into a fight, my enemy would pull out a minigun, every single bullet fired would include a muzzle flash, and each muzzle flash would cast shadows on everything within the radius. So my machine would grind to a halt. Hundreds of shots fired, hundreds of shadows being turned off and on repeatedly. It was just, I had to uninstall the mod. Thankfully, the author came out with a performance-friendly version that removed the muzzle flashes and the shadows from those muzzle flashes. So it ended up making my machine work okay. But shadows, man, those things tear up my Fallout 4. Textures are okay, though. Textures mostly eat VRAM. Shadows mostly eat your GPU, your graphics card. And that's true. I don't have the best graphics card. I published a video a few months ago about my rig. So if you want to see all of the specs I have on my computer, check out that video. My graphics card it was top of the line when I bought it over a year ago. But I suppose it needs to be upgraded. Silencer 101 says, your videos make me happy. You make me happy. Your comments make me happy. Thank you for watching. Penny Taylor says, Ox, do you have any ideas regarding who Strong might have been before becoming infected with FEV? Interesting idea that I saw Grainolf explore in a video. Well, that is an interesting idea. I tend to steer clear of content that's already been done by other YouTubers. But I have had that requested quite often. The problem is that Bethesda gives us nothing. We can only speculate based on certain dialogue options, and he's really the only super mutant that is interested in a very human thing, which is having the ambition to search for something to make you more powerful. All of the other super mutants see human and think food. Strong is the only super mutant that saw a human, Rex Goodman, and thought, oh, he's my key to greater power. Oh, he's my key to becoming a better super mutant. He's really one of the few super mutants with ambition, which makes him interesting and unique. But why does he have that ambition? Where did it come from? None of that is answered in the game. We can really only speculate. So, maybe it's something I will explore in a future video. I do want to go into each of the companions. The video I published today about Kate has been very well received. I'm grateful for that. It means that I need to do more. It was a tough video to make. But it does mean that I need to do more of them because they've been so popular. So I will be doing many of the other companions. I still need to do my Minuteman video. I've done the Railroad, the Brotherhood of Steel, the Institute on whether or not they're evil or not. But I haven't done the Minutemen yet, and I need to do that. So that's on my agenda. I also want to do one on Preston Garvey because understanding his story is so crucial to being able to explain the story of the Minutemen. So my thought process for this is I'm going to do Preston Garvey first, get his lore down, capture all the footage with his dialogue options, which I can then weave into a video on the Minutemen. That was actually my key to making my Kate video. I did Combat Zone Restored, and I did Billy, the story of Billy in the fridge. Both of those stories had a lot of footage that I needed for the Kate video, and then I was able to make the Kate video. So I'm kind of organizing things in process of what I need to make. Lucio says, Curie? Absolutely, I would love to do a video on Curie. Dolthar says, hey Oxhorn, I have to bring up Davidson from the RepCon test site in New Vegas. Another super mutant who seeks to use your character to gain power. That's true. Very true. Preston is the worst. I love Preston. I understand why everyone hates Preston. I really do. And it's because he's annoying. And honestly, I banished him in my first playthrough. I banished him to Coastal Cottage, which is a settlement that I refused to build up because I didn't want to have to deal with Preston and all of his Radiant quests. And then on all of my other characters, I completely avoided the Museum of Freedom at all. They've never been there. On both my Institute and Brotherhood of Steel character, Preston is still standing at the top of the Museum of Freedom. He has yet to be rescued. But aside from his insistence on you helping settlers of the Commonwealth, he's a much richer character than people give him credit for, especially if you complete all of his affinity. If you max out affinity with him, he tells you a lot more about himself. And then once you learn more about the Minutemen, you get to understand what he went through at Quincy. There's a great story there. And he's a great human being. Like, the Commonwealth needs more people like Preston Garvey. Who would I rather go out and have a beer with? Probably Kate, Deacon, Hancock. They'd be a lot of fun. But who would I want helping me rebuild civilization? Preston Garvey. The man is legit. He's honest. He's hardworking. He's got a noble ambition. If I were trying to rebuild civilization, I'd go to him, not Hancock. As fun as Hancock is. Anyway, I'm not gonna steal my own thunder here. I'll get into all of that in an upcoming video. All right, I need to play some Fallout 4, so we're gonna do a smoke ship today. It's smoke ship time, ladies and gentlemen. So as you know, when I wind down this portion of the show, I get your suggestions and I create a smoke ship based upon your suggestions. So let me know what you would like to see. Would you like to see a smoke Zeppelin, a smoke submarine, a smoke aircraft carrier? It's smoke ship time. Let me know your thoughts. Lady Freedom says, Ox, I wish you would explore the story of the Commonwealth Provisional Government. That's also on my list. I want to do that as well. I'll probably be doing that hand in hand with my video on the Miniman. Aircraft carrier, says Sir Sandwich. A smoking car, a smoke car, says Gavin. A Spanish galleon, another aircraft carrier. The Enclave aircraft carrier. Well, theirs wasn't an aircraft carrier. Theirs was an oil frigate. It was a tanker, right? A ship in a bottle, says Trotsky. A Zeppelin, says Haxton. A pirate ship, says Jack Blackwell. The Prometheus starship, says Magic Toe Cutter. A smoke APC. It's a ship. It's got to be a ship. The Flying Dutchman. Make a smoke ship of you standing on the Flying Dutchman, holding scotch and a cigar in your mouth. All right. That's from Darth Vader. Okay, here we go. This is going to be a smoke ship of me flying or standing on the Flying Dutchman, holding some scotch with a cigar in my mouth. Are you ready? Okay. Pay close attention. If you blink, you're going to miss it. Wah! Did you see it? For the briefest of moments, before your very eyes, was a diorama smoke ship of myself standing atop the Flying Dutchman, holding a glass of scotch with a cigar in my mouth. What can I say? It would be uncouth of me to brag about my gift. It's the set bonus. These things combined give me the power to just create majesty out of nothing but smoke. Can't explain it. How can you explain a wonder? I'm starting to disgust myself. All right. Let us switch to Fallout 4. And pick up where we left off. So when we left our good Haley, she had just cleared a bunch of ghouls from that city, that little town where all the mutated fern was. Ah, and Steam has an update. You know, it's time to move on when you disgust yourself, says Spotty Skunk. Yes. Yes. It's very true. AV says Oxhorn, or the McPopcorn Kid says Oxhorn in Far Harbor. The Manor quest line stopped after I got the power tools. What do I do? Well, you had to do the power tools correctly. You have to, if you sell them to the guy who comes and buys them from you and then kill him to return to the Mariner, she no longer does quests for you. She stops giving you quests. You can only continue on with the Mariner if you tell the guy no and sell the tools directly, or bring the tools directly to the Mariner. Okay, now that Steam is updated, I can actually continue with loading my game. So silly, a first-person, single-player game installed on my computer I'm locked out from using until Steam updates. Okay. Hopefully it's loading. There we go. Let's continue with Haley. There we go. Okay, and here we are back where we started. Let's turn that music up. I do love myself the music. I think this is my favorite background song in Fallout 4. I believe this is called Lost Boston. Okay, what are we going to do today? I need to finish some of these quests. Search Hardware Town for paint. That sounds hard. Clear the raiders from Backstreet Apparel. Alright, let's do that. Adam says you should get the Frost Survival Sim. I may in the future, but at the moment, I mean, it would mess up my installation of Fallout 4. It's not like I can have two different installations, one for Frost and one for the regular game. It would permanently alter. It would just be really difficult to do. Okay. Alright, I've got my stealthy assassin with her stealthy baseball bat. I'm at the wreck of the USS Riptide. Let's go to Backstreet Apparel. I'm almost there. I'm 1 kill away from being able to level up. Let's enter through the back door. Is there a back door? I seem to remember there being a back door to Backstreet Apparel. This is where the chem deal went down with Diamond City Blues. There we go. Alright, let's save. Just warning you ahead of time, I'm gonna die a lot.
End of the line.
How did she see me? I've got stealth.
Find him and kill him.
Yay! Oh!
You had it?
You doggone Raider scum!
My leg. Oh.
She says my leg! Ooh. How am I gonna get that? Doggone it! I'm gonna die! I don't want to die! Ugh. Okay, how am I gonna get that turret? There we go. What? How is this even possible? And it's bleeding! How is that even possible? You know what? I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to ask questions. I'll just accept it. Alright, let me eat some food. I don't want to use up all of my stim packs here. Let's try some bubble gum. Blamco Mac and Chez. Okay. Oh, there's another machine gun turret. Not attacking me. Okay. Get the missile launcher. I mean, no, I'm an assassin. I don't need the missile launcher. But I will take the experience. Okay. We survived. Uh-oh.
How much time you got? Yeah, I have a few. Let me see. A couple years back, before I met Clutch, me and a couple friends found a young kid on the north side of the Charles. He wasn't that young. Probably around
I haven't actually listened to this conversation yet.
Anyway, after hanging out with him for a while, it started to get dark, so I built a fire. I kid you not. As soon as I lit the first match, the kid screams, "What are you doing?" and knocks the match out of my hand.
Only half the dialogue works?
Shh! I'm telling a story. So, yeah, he knocks the match out of my hand. I was so surprised that I swung and broke his nose. He said he was sorry, and get this. He said...
For me?
Whoops. I made a mistake. I'm continuing to make mistakes. Oh! I'm about to make another mistake. Oh, thank goodness I didn't trip it. This game is hard.
Why do they always gotta fight back?
I'm surprised bleed works on machines. Okay, loot. Loot. I suppose I should take the Molotov cocktails, huh? Yeah.
Where'd that little bitch go?
Calm down, lady. You'll get your turn in a minute here. Whew.
When you turn up, you're dead.
You know what? I'm taking my time. I want loot,
No sign of him now.
and I want you to stop searching for me.
They must have run off. You can relax.
Okay.
I'll fucking relax or I'm ready to fucking relax. Got it? I got it. I got it. Jesus. Why are you always in such a bad mood? You're still alive, ain't ya? You should be thanking me instead of bitching all the time. Now shut up and get back to your patrol.
These
Don't
raiders,
get your
man.
hands in a twist. I'm going.
Was there anything in here? Playing an assassin build is a unique experience to the game. You experience the whole game as a hobbit would. Why collect pre-war money? Is it for the cloth? If you want it to be for the cloth, but you can sell each pre-war money for 1 cap. So you're basically looting bottle caps. Why would you not loot bottle caps? A sentence that only makes sense in the Fallout 4 universe, but... Okay. Oh, man!
Okay, I'll give you that one. Die! Ready? Asshole!
Whoo! Alright, I get some metal armor.
Just getting warmed up over here.
Finally. I don't need that anymore. There we go. Okay. But I'm still in danger.
Sweet.
Hey Alex, have you seen the 2009 movie The Road? No, but I did read the book. And it was a good book.
Ain't my first time playing games with me, huh?
Lightweight, hardened Raider left arm, strengthened, girded, leather right arm. No, man, metal armor is going to be better. Okay, can I unlock this? I can!
Nice.
Whew, okay. Just a few more to go. By the way, I don't have Fudge Muppet's guide up, so if anyone can tell me what I should spec in at level 9, I'd appreciate it.
Over there.
Have you tried Foundry cigars yet? Asks Trotsky. They're amazing. I don't know if I have or not. I've tried a lot of cigars. I don't always remember their brands. But no, Foundry doesn't stick out in my mind. Okay, how am I going to do this?
What the fuck was that?
Oh, yes! I'm going to teleport through a wall. Here we go. Ho, 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 ho! Look at that! Look at that majesty. Is that it? Oh no, there's another floor. Ah, Blitz is so fun. Don't need the wine. I don't need the extinguisher. Never know when I'll need to pass a charisma. Ooh!
Perfect.
Ragnak. Unarmed and melee attacks permanently do 5% more. I'll take it.
lock's really strong.
Oh, and I can't unlock it. How did he not see me? Whoops. The thing I like about this bat is it attacks so quickly that they don't have a chance to hurt me. Okay, the right leg is better than my right leg. Oh, and the middle right leg. Alright, I'm getting better gear, ladies and gents. 7 and 3. 5 and 5. I probably will not be subject to a lot of laser weapons at this level, will I? Let's go with metal. Sweet, I've got a full metal set except for the chest. I like the way metal armor looks. Okay. You left a stim on that raider, did I? I don't see one. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's right. That's it. Oxhorn, what's the build? I'm using the assassin build by Fudge Muppet. They just do the best builds. They are the de facto place to go to for builds. And I need to know what perks to spend on level 9 and level 10. Mila! That's right, I'm going to be doing a lot of Mila stuff, won't I? Shall I do some parkour? No! Oh, I got lucky. I didn't die. Okay. Let's see. The next quest I need to do is paint the town green. But let's go into this cafe first. It's nice to not have to worry about ammunition as a melee build. Illuminated signs mod? Yes, I'm using an illuminated signs mod. I like it. Okay, let's see if we can use our newfound armor to actually go and complete painting the town. As soon as I zone in there, I'm gonna get killed, aren't I? I'm gonna have to stealth there. So about that Lafroig, says Kenneth McIntyre. Well, Lafroig is a fine Scotch, but I'm not drinking Lafroig today. I'm drinking Old Pulteney. Okay. We've done Backstreet Apparel. Now let's go to Hardware Town. This is gonna be tricky. They know I'm coming. Oh man, and his skull! Yes! And I got demo. Just those three? It's just those three. All right. We can do it, ladies and gents. We can do it. Oh, man. I'm getting all sorts of loot here. There are two out back, aren't there? All right, let's quickly go through. What's that? What is that? That looks like a note. It is. Why can't I access it? So, trick, if you ever find a note like that for some reason you can't access, jump up, open the console, select the note, go move to player. Oh, and I still can't do it. Why? Why can't I? I want the note. What does it say? Doggone it. Well, sometimes it works. I'm not going downstairs. It's too morbid for this live stream. All right, let's go kill those raiders in the back. Oh wait, no, we got to get the safe. down here, and then up here. And I gotta get over there. Safe. Okay. Then I'll get over there. Get up on the box. Get on the box. Come on, I want to get on the box. Come on, no! I want the box. Oh. How do I get up there? Okay. Ah! I found the safe.
Got it.
All thy wealth dost belong to me. I'm gonna take that meat. Take as much meat as you can find. Cooking meat levels you up mad. Gives you mad levels, bro.
Yes.
Picket fences. Why do they give me picket fences so early in the game? Master lock. Alright, let's get those raiders behind. Oh, that's right.
Hell yeah.
Blue paint. Yellow paint. Where's the paint mixer? Is the paint mixer over here? Oh, that is the paint mixer. Why can I not activate it? I have all the paint. Ah! If I keep pushing the button, it's bound to work. Doggone it, and now I'm encumbered. Wait 5? Holy cow. There we go. Nope. Oh well. I guess they're getting a blue wall. Grab an empty paint can? Okay. Alright, let's try that. Nope. And now I'm encumbered again. Ooh, those are nice cigars. Trotsky is showing off his humidor and his foundry collection. Nice cigars, my friend. Loca says, I heard that one time against your better judgment you once went camping with an elf. You heard correctly. Those doggone elves. Well, that's right, I already killed him. Well, let's go see if they like the color of... Let's see if Abbott likes the color I bring him.
Hey, I think those Bobrov brothers are looking for you.
Thanks.
Word is, something bad went down in the old Museum of Witchcraft up near Salem. Why would anyone even go there? Been abandoned forever.
Oh man, I don't think I could take a death claw right now.
You're back. You find that paint?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't easy, but I found some, yeah.
Now that's damn fine news. Why don't you go ahead and paint the first stroke? Let's see how the shade matches up.
Let's see what blue paint looks like. Nice.
Working hard?
Blue? You know what you're doing there? The wall ain't blue.
You asked for paint, you got it.
The wall's been green for over 200 years. Folks aren't gonna like this. Oh well. Better than seeing her in disrepair. There's your payment. Now get going. I got work to do.
He did not like that. All right. Almost level 10. What could I do to just nudge myself over to level 10? Museum of Witchcraft, Combat Zone. I could talk to Bobby. Find the signed baseball card, catcher's mitt, and baseball. But then I'm going to have to fight Mirelurks. I'll save Tradecraft for next week, because that's going to be a good quest. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's quite a ways away. That's okay. You guys ready for a sightseeing tour? Oh, everyone's telling me to cook. I should have cooked. Yeah, that would have nudged me over to level 10, wouldn't it? Oh well, I'm already here. See how far I go before I die. The problem with these Mirelurks is they have huge shells that are resistant to exactly the kind of damage that I do. Okay, here we are. Maybe I can just sneak through. here we go.
That's it.
One. Meyer Lurk. Oh my gosh. I am not going to do very good damage against this guy. What? That was quick. Oh no, and I'm encumbered. Drop the teddy bear. And then run. Run away, keep running. I gotta get on the ground to get that last one. And it's by a bunch of Mirelurk eggs. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no! Nope, 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 not good. Keep going, nope. Oh, run. No, the Mirelurks. Faster, faster. Come on, AP, refresh. Come on, AP. Refresh. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can sneak around. Doggone Mirelurks, they can see me from a mile away. But I'm stealthy, and I'm hiding in the bushes. Oh, that hub flower just encumbered me. How does a gold-plated lighter weigh half a pound? Let's get rid of that typewriter. I don't need a typewriter. One more to go. How can I get this last one? Ah! Three of them. 3 Mirelurks. What? What? How did they catch me? I'm a stealthy guy. Why? Why does it say danger? Shut up, noob. Aha! Run away! Oh no, he's gonna cut me off! He's gonna cut me off! No! 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 Get off of my tail, man! I don't need this! Woohoo! Oh. Jeepers. Golly gee willikers. Alright, I feel cowardly after that. I need to kill something to make myself feel better. I think I see a raider over there. I think I can kill that raider. If I can't see him, he can't see me.
Nothing there now. What do you think? Yeah, you're probably right. Gotta cut down on the Hey! What the?
I'm stuck.
You are so dead! You feel that?
Well, so much for stealth. Got my level.
I'll give you that.
That it? Okay.
I'll give you that one.
And off with her head. Okay. Metal chest piece. Oh, I don't know if that's going to be any better than the one I've got. Let's see. Let's see if the metal chest piece. 12, 5. 5, 12. It's the same. I need more ballistic, or more damage, though. I don't need all that energy resistance. All right. Why am I... And I'm encumbered. Soap is half a pound. $36 steel cans. Let's drop all of those. There's a toaster. There we go. All right, let's go turn in this quest. Finally. I didn't kill the Murlocs, but at least I killed some raiders to make myself feel better. The heavier your armor, the more detectable you are. Remember that. That's true.
I have somewhere to be. Sorry.
Thank you.
Hey, Mo.
It's like I can finally
it's
think
you.
straight.
Hey, find any of those baseball items I mentioned?
Got them all right here.
I like your gumption. Let me take a look. This baseball. It's the real deal. You'd sign one of these and give it to the children of anyone you killed on the field. Look at that card. See those numbers on the back? Tracks the count of enemies beaten to death by the player. Check out the leather on that mitt. Really good players use them to catch bullets. True fact there. That's everything on the list. Thank you. Far as I'm concerned, you're now a part of baseball collector history.
Random Generation says, and
I
so
gave up alcohol after settling.
she bravely ran
The
away.
doctor said I shot my liver.
That's right. Bravely ran away, away.
You.
She bravely turned her tail and fled. Bravely beat a brave retreat. Bravest of the brave. Haley. All right. Well, that's the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, we're going to be switching on over to Overwatch, as I typically do. And we'll be playing Overwatch for probably a good 30 minutes to 45 minutes or so. But I'm going to end the broadcast here. So thank you all for coming to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 392. We had a blast, and I'm glad you were here to join me. I'm going to be streaming from Twitch Overwatch. So if you'd like to continue to watch the show, feel free to move on over to Twitch. It's just twitch.tv/Scotch and Smoke Rings, all one word, and you can continue to watch the show. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining, and I will see you next week. Same Ox time, same Ox channel. Stay classy.